Hi, this is Spokane Hot Rod Girl Leigh Ann at the Rock Ranch Studio. Today we are shooting with Jack's 1970 Barracuda. Stay in tune for more and see what comes next.
Holy crap.
Holy.
So, Jack, tell us a little bit how you found this CUDA and why you would ever want to own a CUDA.
Well, it started many years ago. The CUDA is actually from a relative in my family, and I bought it 10 years ago, but I know the whole history of the car.
Cool.
And through all the years, they fixed it up, and I happened to be looking for another street car later in life, like I'm kind of a Chevy guy, but we ended up, believe it or not, going to a funeral, and we ended up buying this Barracuda on the day of a funeral. And it kind of came into an argument with me and the wife about the car because it was a lot of money, and we finally decided that since we knew the history of the car, where it came from, found in the bushes and drug out, and then the life of the car, how it sat beside his home and primer and just a mess. And then through all the years later, we got introduced to seeing the car. When we seen it, we thought, wow, they done a lot of work to it. Brought it a long way. They were pouring a driveway, and it was sitting in the bushes with a blown motor, and the kid just went into boot camp in the Army. And my ex-brother-in-law Curly happened to see it sitting in the bushes and made an offer. The lady got a hold of her grandson in the Army, and he said, I'll sell it. So Curly said, I won't even, Dick, I'll give him $4,000 for the car, and I take it. And that's what they bought the car for, $4,000, drug it up on a wrecker. And all these years later, that's what it ended up right there. So it's a survivor. I look at it as a survivor.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it was already orange when you got it then?
When I got it, was still orange, but the car is originally like a red rose that Dodge came with. And so, but the car is Hemi orange now. But the car's been taken care of. It's been garage pretty much all of its life, really. And it's only got 83,000 original miles.
Huh?
And it's, like I said, I was a Chevy guy. The wife was Dodge, but it worked out to where I like what they did with it. I like the look of it and the color and the wheel. I just like the whole thing. So we talked about it and we bought it. And I've had it now 10 years. And we made it a 4-speed car, which so it came automatic. And it was a lot of work, but we got it all done. So pretty much everything underneath the car is brand new. And all the chrome, all the trim and everything, the windows is original stuff. So that's a cool part.
What do you got to do to it? What's left?
Wiring on a car, and maybe put disc brakes on the car, because it still has old school drum brakes and stuff, and it takes a little bit to slow it down, but you got to be good at pumping it.
Everybody says when you get old cars like this, you update the the horsepower, of course.
Yeah.
But then they forget about the brakes.
Yeah,
And, I'm doing that right now with my Mustang. Fun to drive, but it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I have a hard time stopping. So
Yeah.
disc brakes.
Yeah, so that was the whole thing in the car, and we got it, and I've had it for 10 years, and I started going to car shows, and I met you guys. That's how I met you guys, and got to meet the Hot Rod Girls, and it's been cool, knowing, because when I go to shows before, I didn't know anybody. I really didn't. I was kind of getting into the groove of it again. But like I said, my dad was a car builder, so hot rods has always been in my blood and my family. We've had Chevelles, GTOs, 69 Chargers, El Caminos that were built up. Had a lot of street cars. So it kind of was in my blood. So many years there, I didn't have anything really to drive. We would just go to car shows, and I go, man, I wish I had that. I had one of those, and I'd say that for years. And I'm 66 now, and never thought that I would own. When we first bought the car, I thought it's a Dodge, it's cool, but to find out the value that they hold is very strong in the hot rod
You
world.
picked the CUDA.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Of all the things.
I know. When we first bought it, I said, we're paying way too much for this car. And to find out, I literally was taking it home on a car trailer in the highway, and I got pulled over by a family. And I thought something was wrong with the trailer. Thinking, what's wrong with my trailer? The guy wanted to know if I wanted to sell it. I said, dude, I haven't even got a home yet. I'm heading home with the car, and they wanted to buy the car from me. I said, it's now for sale.
So do you have any clue what the parts cost before you bought it?
No, I did, but I didn't, because Chevy's so much cheaper and stuff, And Dodges are a little expensive.
Not a little.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, they are.
Expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Brian being a CUDA guy, also, I always tease him. He's saying, you know, I gotta buy this part, I gotta buy that part. And I look at the catalog for my Mustang. I'm a Mustang guy.
Yeah.
And you know, for my '69 Mustang, this part is $100.
Yeah, yeah,
And he'd look at me and say, that part on the CUDA is $1,000.
yeah, yeah,
And so it's like
yeah,
I learned early on that you don't want a CUDA
yeah, yeah.
because I couldn't afford it. You know, I wouldn't want to put that money
I-
into it.
I had to
So,
put a new oil pan on it too long ago and said it was $430. That's the part, not with the tax yet. So it's expensive. Dodges are, yeah.
but
they're
it
not
looks
worth
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good. And the guy that actually did the car wanted the seats to tack. He wanted a certain look. And to be honest with you, I have it at home. I have a copy of the magazine. The car has literally been in a Hot Rod Muscle magazine on the front page. Literally, that car is. I said, how did that happen? He was at a car show sitting there at the front, and these guys from the magazine come by, and they just said, hey, can you stand there and we'll clip a picture of your car? And his son, like a month ago, come up, he goes, Dad, you got to go down. The picture of the car in Muscle magazine, Hot Rod book. He's like, no way. So he went down. He bought them all. He was fully bought them all. And I have one to this day. So the car's been lucky. Curly had it before me and really took care of it. And then when I got it, I put another 10 grand into the car. Everything underneath the car is brand new. 4-speed's new, bell, clutch, everything is new. And now it's time to drive it. But the car does need some new wiring. And I think it'd be okay for a while. But disc brake would always be a number one thing really on the car.
Drivetrain.
Yeah.
What's it got for a motor?
It's a 440. Yeah, 440. It's a 30 over on the bore, crane cam. Had a little bit of head work done to it, not much. Good balanced crank had been done. And the motor, I think, has probably got close to 6,000 miles now. That's about it. Yeah. The car sat for 10 years in their shop, all covered up. They couldn't get it to run right. And that was another thing. They couldn't get the car to run right, so they were getting frustrated with it. Well, when I bought it, I had the same problem. It'd run and quit, run and quit. Well, those manual fuel pumps, the push rod that goes up right off the lobes of the cam, they would wear out. And if you didn't adjust them, they wear out. And then anytime up a hill, it just quit. Like run out of gas. So I had to learn the hard way. I thought, what am I doing here? So finally, I put a titanium rod in there, and it quit. And I adjusted it once in a while, a little bit. But really, the cure would be to put a nice electric fuel pump in the car. Would be the way to go, really. But it's still old school and runs good. Like we drove here, but didn't miss a beat. Still goes. It's nothing fast. Runs good. It's like a good hypo. It's a good hypo 440. That's about all it is, really. But it's cool.
What kind of gas mileage you get with that?
Probably about 10 or 11. 11, 12, somewhere in there. Yeah. It's not
You run
good.
to Spokane. That's
It's
a
not
couple
good.
$100.
No.
That's
We left in a full tank, and we're a little under half, and we'll have to top it off before we head back home. So a lot of people ask me what kind of gas mileage I said.
it's thirsty.
Not, I said it's not for the gas mileage to love. It's because it's a cool car.
Yeah, you don't buy it for gas.
Yeah, we don't laugh at that. I had a lot of people, what kind of gas mileage? I said, it's just a hot rod. I said, I'm not going to go travel over the coast and back.
Well, we appreciate you coming in from Pullman.
No, thank you guys.
That's a hell of a drive to come up here to SHRA.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Me and Robert, man, we put the windows down. We negotiate. We have a good time. Me and Robert, he's a good buddy of mine. We both train at the gym. We both lift a little bit. Actually, we can't lift a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
And so so I thought I'd bring him out here to do this whole thing with you guys, and it turned out good. And you doing the pictures and stuff well, I always say I'm kind of blessed to be my age to be able to do this. This is kind of cool. I have a lot of friends that say I'm doing nothing. No more cars, no more nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I go, what do you guys? Oh, not much. You know, and I'm going, man, I'm kind of involved now with the car thing again. And I like going to the car shows and meeting people. And that's the cool part. A lot of the people I've met at the car shows are really good friends now. They come up to me, hey, Jack. But Pullman's, it's an hour and a half drive, but it's a good drive.
Yeah.
It's a good drive for us, yeah. But
So the difference between a car show and a shooting in a studio, what's your experience on that?
oh, night and day. Night and day. I've never seen it done before. And me and Robert, we started laughing there, and I said, dude, this is cool. This is cool what they got going. Then you were posing, and I thought, this is going well. I like it. So
So
I think it's pretty cool.
Leigh Ann came in for today. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
You did one shoot with a van with the rest of the team, but this is your first solo shoot on the cyc wall
Mm-hmm.
with a car. What do you think?
It was a lot of fun just being able to kind of have my own personality and do my own thing without having like others kind of invade. It's really fun. I liked it. Kind of, I get to have more time with the car. I get to know you more. I get to just kind of play around. And I always love hearing the feedback like, oh, this looks great. That outfit's no, you know, like,
Well, that's the thing is, you know, you go to a car show and you got all these people around. Well, you got distractions.
mhm.
You got, you know, people getting in the way. So if Brian and I were trying to shoot Leigh Ann at a car show, we got to wait for people to move. We got to either move the car to, you know, a background, better background,
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
sometimes we can't even do that. And you're stuck kind of being in the middle of everything.
Mhm.
Here, your car is,
The
it's
center
on
of
white.
attention.
It's
Yeah.
it.
It
There
looks
is nothing.
cool out there. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching you model and all that, but I keep in my car going, man, I never really see it that nice in my garage. How come?
And then Leigh Ann coming in and changing it up with a few outfits, and you know,
Yeah.
like you said, some work a little bit better than others.
Mhm.
And you know, being a professional coming in doing that, that's great. We appreciate you
Yeah,
actually coming in. And
Of
absolutely.
course.
Yeah, she made
Brian-
my car happy.
so Jack, you know, he'll get photos for those of you that don't know. Jack will get photos with and without Leigh Ann. That way he can decide what posters he wants or whatever.
Sure,
And then
absolutely.
obviously Leigh Ann will get pictures with her stuff, and she can do social media or whatever, and that makes it cool.
And we never chase the dollar.
Yeah.
Not getting
we
paid
do
for
this-
this.
We
Well,
do this for fun.
Yeah, like Brian says, the whole Rock Ranch studio, everything Spokane Hot Rod does is all volunteer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and for Leigh Ann to come in here on her time, coming up here, making sure the outfits are great, of course, makeup and different things, you know, that she's got it ready herself for.
Yeah.
You've got to bring the car in. You've got to get it shiny. You got to get it perfect. You wouldn't want rusty, crappy stuff unless that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to get the car ready. You got to drive up here, which you know, gas for a 440, like you said, an hour and a half drive. That's quite a bit just to come this direction.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you know, bringing the car. We appreciate the model coming in, and then it gives Brian and I, you know, a little more challenge,
Yeah.
because it is a challenge. The more lights you add, the worse the car with the shadows become, and then so we just kind of play it out. And we didn't even try smoke.
Mhm.
We've got smoke stuff we could do, which the white may not show it. We've got LED color lights that we could change the
See, now
background.
that would be cool.
Mhm.
That
so-
would be cool.
That's awesome.
We kind of come in here, we talk a little bit about what we might need to do, and you know, if something sparks an interest, and hey, let's try. This is your time, Jack. I like to say we don't mind you coming in and
No way, guys.
Um,
This is really.
have fun with it.
I think it's pretty cool, especially when you go to the car show. You see all the hot rod girls and stuff, and that guy next to me in his Challenger was there, and he goes, you know, they never take pictures of my car, and all of a sudden he goes, hey, they want me over there with my car. Man, he was all shitty. I said, wait for me, the one with the purple
Yeah.
Challenger. He goes, I said, wait for me, dude. And I followed him over. He was so happy you guys asked him to do pictures with his car. He was like normal person. All of a sudden he goes, Jack, they want me to go over and do man, I can't. And he's got in his car and he takes off going, wait, I'm following you over. Dude. He was so happy. So there's something there to be said.
Right on.
Well, we started this book in Hour Girls back in 2014. And when did you come in?
2017.
17. So she's almost been there
Geez, long
the
time.
whole
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, he's put up with me for a long
13
time.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, but you're pretty
But-
good at it though. Your style fits
And
it.
some of this, you know, we've been doing it so long, we kind of take some of it for granted, you know, that not everybody can bring a model in. Not
Yeah.
everybody has an environment, and not everybody can afford cameras and stuff.
And the cost of outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said.
Spent
uh,
$400 today, guys.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I 100% appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate Jack coming in and, you know,
Yeah.
and then bringing somebody with us.
Yeah, I told
Thank you.
Robert.
No,
dude,
thank you
tag
guys
him
for
on.
having me. It was
First
awesome.
of all, it was nice to have him because he could watch his deep. Because when you said where you lived, I was like, man, I'm gonna get lost out there. I know it. 'Cause I've done this. I went to a friend's down in the country one time. I got lost, and I didn't have much gas, and I was really lost, and my phone wouldn't pick nothing up, and I'm like, oh no, I'm in trouble. And I happened to hit a road and get to the guy's place, but it was nice to have him reading how to get here.
And we're still fine tuning it. You know, the driveway or the road coming in off of Thor,
Yeah.
or Thor itself is still gravel. Coming up to the studio, still gravel, and we want to add better gravel and make it less dusty. You know, 3 days ago, before the rain, you'd have been out there polishing the car and blowing all the dust off it, and it would have been taxing you a little bit more. Thank God the rain came in and kind of helped keep the dust down.
Yeah. No, it was nice. I think we only drug one little spot, but it was the header. So I heard it ting off the header. That was it. The car sits really low. That's why when you sit in it and you get to see it, it's hard to get back up.
So we'll keep improving, you know, our stuff here. And we always tell people, if you got a really high dollar car that you're worried about and you still want to come to the studio, you can bring it in a trailer. And that's what Tom did with his 30. He's 34. He backed up to the door, and, you know, that was kind of another process.
Yeah.
Got it done. And, you know, it's kind of one of those things. I can't do this in the city. We don't own anything in the city. So being out here in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of like if you want your car in a studio, we kind of got to work through a few obstacles, and we'll make it work.
No, today was perfect. The weather was good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Nice and cool. The motor stayed cool running and stuff. So it was good. Yeah, good drive. Yeah. But besides that, guys, I think it's awesome. I think what you got going out here this is pretty cool. This is cool.
Well, we've always said, if we're not having fun doing it,
Yeah.
worth doing.
You guys make me want to do more to my car though now. When I go to the car shops, I see you guys doing pictures, and I'm friends with you guys now. I've known you guys a few years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the girls. First time I've known some of the other girls too, but it gives me something. You know, when that show comes, that's why I always call you guys. You guys going to that show? Because I like to go hang out with you guys. You know?
Well, and that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to build an environment that is not only fun, but it's social. And you get some cool stuff that nobody else is doing.
Yeah.
I mean, AI could fake some of this stuff, but it's nothing when you're sitting there watching Leigh Ann.
But you
with
can't
the
fake my
car.
personality.
Well, it's a fun, the couple hours you spend doing this whole shoot and stuff, you're going to walk out of here and go, wow, that's totally different than a car show.
Yeah.
And it's something that you pat yourself on the back, and we all made this work, and we all put it together, and there's going to be some cool stuff coming out of it.
And then you get a photo or a poster to hang on your shop.
Yep.
You know,
Oh, I'm going to make one.
So-
Absolutely. I am too.
that's one of the reasons we do it.
Yeah.
We shoot everything in here, that every picture you see up there is poster quality.
Yeah.
It's because, you know, we don't want something that's, you know, if you blow it up, it gets grainy or anything. No, we want it perfect. And with some Photoshop a little bit to take a bug off the floor or something. Fix Leigh Ann.
Fix the face, the bruises.
The bruise.
Take the bruise off.
Make it bigger.
And like I said, I can't do it myself. Leigh Ann can't do it. So you can't do it yourself. Brian can't do it. So, but coming together in an environment like this is truly something that it sure beats sitting at a car show all day.
Yeah. Thing I want to say, well, when you were taking pictures of what you remind me of is that the family that owned it before me, Curly Walsh, was like, he's the next brother-in-law, I guess. And when you were posing with the car and stuff, his family for many years was pictured with that car at weddings, graduations, birthday parties. That car was always there, and they were doing pictures with it. So the car's been pretty lucky. It's been a lot of posing with it. And for some reason, you see other Challengers out there that got the wings, and they're pretty cool looking. But Curly he wanted that sleek look, and people seem to be drawn to it. And I think the color is big, you know. But the car's been a lot of pictures, family pictures, and it's just really cool to see when you're modeling with it, going, that car's spoiled, right? It's getting a lot of love.
Like, uh-oh.
I was like, where'd the camera go? Oh, he failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how it worked though.
I'm right here. Bad model, throw it out. I'm used to it. It's fine.
I like that. Oh, that's good. Here's the platform. Come on, that works. Are you trying to do pin style? Yeah, there we go. Click on. Do over. I got it in the GoPro. So. There we go. So this is part. Okay.
I was trying something. I can't see myself on
Okay, let's try something.
Yep.
Not so far on the corner. Or more on the corner.
Come on, read my mind.
You know what I mean? See what I'm doing. I know. Okay.
Oh, stay right there. Don't move.
Oh, those are cute.
Pose, damn it.
I already see what I look
Come on,
like.
Sabrina.
Yeah, and it's fun to go down the road. Like we came out with the windows down here. I got my hand up when I said, dude, I'm 16 for the day. He looks at me. I said, yep, I'm 16. Out of there.
So
And 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Spokane Hot Rod Girl Leigh Ann. I'm sitting here at the Rock Ranch studio with the media studio. Is that what I said?
And yes, we do have our blooper reels. Guess who's going to start it out?
why do you think we have you do it?
My hair,
Hey,
okay.
Darrin and I had to do this by ourselves, and we know what you're going through.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
Cue yawn. Okay. Hi, this is Leigh Ann.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not ready. Get the script in my head real quick, because I will trip over my words, and we'll do this 50 times.
That's okay. You're on video.
And don't,
Yeah, don't worry.
we won't watch it.
I do the same thing. What do you mean?
All right.
Okay, I think I got it. I'm gonna count down.
And 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Leigh Ann with the Spokane Hot Rod Association. Girls or Hot Rod Association? I came off stage strong.
Okay, how I go? Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Leigh Ann. Spokane. God damn it.